guys, thanks for tuning in. This is Optibotimus coming at you with another video review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the new Transformers Combiner Wars Deluxe Class Blades. Pretty much just a repaint of the previous released aerial bot Alpha Bravo. This guy actually does sport a new head, so it's not exclusively just a repaint. But for the packaging, you got a really nice clamshell that allows you to see everything within, and then the card is made up of this plastic that houses the comic book underneath. And obviously you got a real cool artistic image right there. Along the side, you got Transformers, you got Generations. Here you have a full combined image of Defensor. You got the artistic image of Defensor. Come around here to the back, you have all the Protectobot shown, as well as Blades being the right arm, which for me, that's what he is. So it's going to work perfectly for me. And it says Blades can take his alternate form, a chopper, a little too literally. Sure, he carries plenty of firepower, but he'd much rather shred enemies with his rotors, bringing them down with the whirling fury of chopper kung fu. I love that they're having some fun with these bios. I really do enjoy that. And you got obviously an image of his robot mode as well as his helicopter mode. And you can see that he transforms in 13 steps. But for the packaging, that's about it for him. So without further ado, let's get him open and see how cool he actually is. Alright guys, so here we have Blades open up and out of its packaging, and this is a very simple repaint. While all the other figures are massive retools, there is only one piece on this that is different, and that's his head. So this is probably going to be a little bit quicker of a video because I don't really need to show you the transformation. While all the other ones had the same transformation, the new mold kind of showed things a little bit differently. For his accessories though, you can see he does come with this little gun right here. Nothing too spectacular. And then obviously he comes with the foot/hand thing, and that you can see much like Alpha Bravo, you can kind of put it there and make it look like he's got a little bit of a stand. I do wish that it was a little bit bigger that you could do something with. So you do have that. But bringing in Alpha Bravo, this is, like I said, exactly the same. The paint is different, obviously, but this is the figure that when we got it, at least I instantly felt that we were going to be getting the Protectobots, just because this screamed Blades to me. So for the comparison, here you have them. Like I said, the real only difference here is the coloring. It's a very nice red paint here. You got black here on the cockpit, the nice silver paint here, whereas this is kind of this brownish gold color. The missiles here are this really nice silver paint. You got the Autobot logo back here. It says Rescue. You got Rescue up there. You got a gray propeller, whereas that one's black. The actual propellers here on the inside here are also silver. So that's basically the comparison. Now for his G1 self, it again is a very different kind of helicopter. Well, his head's sticking down there. It's a much different looking kind of helicopter. This is a much more sleek, more modern looking one. Obviously this kind of resembles a more 80s helicopter, but that's the comparison there for the G1 version. But I really do like him. I mean, I love Alpha Bravo. Don't get me wrong. That's a really fun character. And I like that they kind of broke the mold by giving us a new character for the aerial bots. But I just think that this is much better suited as being Blades here. It just is really very cool. It's got that definite rescue copter look to it. So there you have it. Now, because we have seen how this transforms before, I am not going to cover it, but I'm going to still show you all the various aspects. So, as usual with all these new Combiner War figures, the Scramble City aspect is still very prevalent here. So, Blades can be a leg or an arm. For me, he will be an arm, specifically a right arm, but taking a look first at how he actually comes across as a leg. Here he basically is, and like I said, I mean, it's the same configuration essentially as Alpha Bravo, so it doesn't really change that much, whereas my Aerobots, though, will be bottom vehicle facing forward. This is probably how you would do it for the Protectobots, just because in the G1 cartoon in the toy, the tops of the vehicle modes were what faced forward. So putting the leg on there, combiner port wise, that's what you basically have, and that doesn't look too bad. Like I said, I don't like the ugly joint here when it's exposed. It's kind of strange looking, but having this come up, it kind of fills things in a little bit, and I don't mind that all that much. So that's basically his leg. You got the same full range of articulation there, but that actually, I wasn't too sure. And honestly, this is the first time that I've put blades on a Defensor in terms of a leg configuration, and that actually doesn't look all that bad. That's not, as I guess, anorexic looking as I thought it was going to be. So that's pretty cool. I dig that. Now again, going to his robot mode, the exact same transformation takes place, and this is what you're left with. And as you can see, again, absolutely wonderful looking figure. The head, honestly, it looks a little bit big. I'm going to be totally honest with you, but the head is what is different on here. Now, bringing in Alpha Bravo, you can see that he has a much different face sculpt. Obviously, he's got the face mask thing right there, but that's really the only difference. Everything else is molded exactly the same. The chest is all the same. The arms the same. Obviously, the legs are the same. Everything is the same. So nothing really different other than the face sculpt. And just to get this done with, here's the G1 self, and you can see big size difference. But I mean, it's still, I mean, even though it is the same mold, I think it works very well. And obviously, since they are releasing a slingshot figure, it will replace Alpha Bravo on my aerial bot shelf. So unfortunately, Alpha Bravo's kind of going to disappear in terms of things, and that the only mold that we're going to be, or for me, that's going to be left over is going to be blades. Now, all of his articulation is the same. You got the ball joint there. You got the ball joint there. Nothing changes for the articulation. You got his gun, obviously, right here. As I said, though, blades is an arm for me, specifically the right arm. So for that, the transformation is, you know, obviously very similar. So you just kind of go like this. I'm showing it. I don't know why I'm showing it, because I was just going to skip things, and I decided not to. So, you know, just get this out of the way, position this however you want, rotate this around like so. And here you have his arm. Oh, well, I guess it should be on this side. If it's going to be a right arm, it's going to have to be this way. So there you have his arm. It's really the exact same. So bringing out a Defensor, here we have him. You just slot this in there like with all the other ones, and there you have his arm. And I really like the way that this looks. I mean, it is a very cool look. The arm is a lot more slender than a lot of the other arms, and I think overall just looks better as an arm. But that's basically it. So getting that out of the way, and now taking this guy and making him a helicopter again. Boom! There you have him. Real simple, real easy. But I mean, like I said, this is the exact same mold, and it really doesn't disappoint me all that much. As excited as I am for all the other ones, and how much I love the fact that they remolded them and really kind of repurposed them into completely different characters, I really don't mind this. Like I said, with the Alpha Bravo, he's actually pretty much going to go away. The news that we were getting an actual slingshot figure, despite just being a repaint for the most part, really kind of made Alpha Bravo a kind of unnecessary piece. So that being said, it really makes me kind of appreciate this and not have much of a, I guess, the annoyance that he's just a repaint. I don't know. That's, if that makes sense. But all in all, I really do like them. The color works really nice for it. It's obviously very red, and that is going to be a bit of a stark contrast to the other Protectobots, just because of how much red this guy does have. But we'll take a look at that when we actually take a look at Defensor. But for blades, that's about it. So if you're interested in picking this guy up, Wave 3 with all the Protectobots is slowly hitting retail places right now. So good luck and happy hunting. Or as always, there's Big Bad Toy Store. So all you have to do is click on the link down in the video description. You go to BBTS where you can pick this up and add them to your collection. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. So once again, I want to thank you for tuning in. This has been Optibotimus. Don't forget that you can keep in touch with me by liking my Facebook page at facebook.com/TeamBotimus, and by following me over on Twitter at twitter.com/Optibotimus. Also, I'd encourage you to check out my website at optibotimusreviews.com, where you can see all my videos from the previous week, see what I have coming up for future release, and also get your very own Optibotimus t-shirt. And check out Sabertron.com, where you can get all of your Transformer news as well as photo galleries on this and other Transformer figures. And finally, I'd also really appreciate it, guys, that if you like this review, don't forget to please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. You got the touch.
You got the power. When all hell's breaking loose, you'll be right in the eye of the storm.
Autobots, transform and roll out.
Class dismissed.